In this video, we'll be taking a look at all today's NBA matchups, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop, because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full winning sport picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. We start with Utah against Cleveland, and this number is massive for a reason. Cleveland is laying 13 at home, which tells you the market expects control from start to finish, but this is one of those inflated spots where margin becomes the issue, not the winner. Utah catching 13.5 gives you a ton of breathing room in a game that could slow late if Cleveland protects a lead. The total is sitting at 250, and that's an extremely aggressive number that assumes a perfect offensive night on both sides. With this spread, the game script leans toward pace control and fewer late possessions. The picks here are Utah plus 13.5 and under 250.5. Next up is Boston versus Indiana, and this is a classic road favorite spot that the market hasn't fully discounted. Boston laying 5.5 means they're expected to dictate tempo, but Indiana getting 6 at home tells you this game should stay competitive well into the fourth. The total is in the low 220s, and with both teams comfortable playing through half-court stretches, the number isn't outrageous, but it's not cheap either. Boston's ability to separate late is why the spread makes sense, while the total leans slightly upward if the pace stays honest. The picks here are Boston minus 5.5 and over 223.5. Now, Philadelphia against Toronto, and this is one of the sharper market games on the board. Philadelphia laying 3 says the books still trust them more in close games, but Toronto getting 3 at home with strong cover probability tells you this could come down to final possessions. The total sits around 221, which reflects a balanced pace without extremes. In a game that profiles tight and physical, points aren't guaranteed late, and every possession matters. The picks here are Toronto plus 3 and under 221.5. We move to Brooklyn versus Dallas, and this is a matchup where the number tells a very clean story. Dallas is laying 4 at home, but Brooklyn getting 4 suggests the books expect resistance rather than a runaway. The total is sitting right around 220, which feels fair given the expected tempo and shot profile. This game sets up for extended scoring runs on both sides, especially if the pace stays consistent into the fourth. The picks here are Brooklyn plus 4 and over 220.5. Next is the Lakers against Sacramento, and this is a classic big spread conference game. The Lakers laying 9.5 shows clear market respect, but Sacramento catching nearly double digits opens the door for a backdoor cover if this game stretches late. The total is posted in the high 220s, which assumes sustained scoring for 4 quarters. With this kind of spread, you often see scoring dry up late if the favorite is comfortable. The picks here are Sacramento plus 9.5 and under 227. We close with Charlotte against the Clippers, and this one is tighter than the name suggests. Charlotte catching 5 means the books don't expect a blowout, and the Clippers laying 4.5 reflects respect but not dominance. The total is in the low 220s, which fits a game that could slow down if it stays within a couple of possessions. With both sides likely to trade runs rather than push pace nonstop, the under makes sense. The picks here are Charlotte plus 5 and under 223.5. Now listen to me, those are the free picks, but the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie's soul, that's the VIP play of the day at wspicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to wspicks.com right now. To wrap it up for January 12th, we're taking Utah plus 13.5 with the under 250.5, Boston minus 5.5 with over 223.5, Toronto plus 3 with under 221.5, Brooklyn plus 4 with over 220.5, Sacramento plus 9.5 with under 227, and Charlotte plus 5 with under 223.5. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, We bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!